Hey guys, Suspiciously here, and welcome to episode 46 of the Berlin Dynamo series. I've just noticed we're really getting up there in episodes. I just want to take a moment to say thank you guys, all the support. At the start of the series, you know, the support was it was positive. Then it sort of died down a little bit. But right now, I feel like honestly, it's probably at an all-time high. So I just want to say thank you for that. Thank you for all the new subscribers as well. Sure you guys are subscribing because you enjoy the series, and if you do enjoy it, make sure you smash the like on the video. It definitely helps us and gets us up in the YouTube algorithm. So yeah, anyway, today's episode, we've got a big game against St. Pauli. We've also got a game against Fortuna Dusseldorf, so they're a good side, and I want to get a good couple of victories here today. Like I said, St. Pauli, you know, they're second in the league for a reason. I'll share the league table here. We don't really need to move the face cam out of the way too much, but yeah, we're currently in 11th position, just behind Dynamo Dresden. We are 1 point behind them at the moment, so we're not sort of living up to my expectations. And I'm starting to think maybe I shouldn't have really messed around with the tactics and tried to maybe I jumped the gun a little bit. Because our tactic, while we were in bad form at the time, it worked last season, and it was working for most, or at least parts of this season. But yeah, there you go. Hamburg, they're in first. St. Pauli, like I said, second. And at the moment, Darmstadt are in third in that playoff spot. So it's a weird one. We're pretty safe from the relegation playoff at the moment. So I'm not sort of stressing about relegation. I'm just very concerned that we're not going to meet my personal target. And like I said, that was 9th place and above. So I want to be at least 9th by next episode, if that makes sense. So yeah. Recent fixtures have not been good. Have definitely not been good. So last episode we had the double loss again, which is very frustrating. It's part of the reason why I said thank you for the recent support. The last 2 episodes have actually the last 4 games on camera have all been losses. So we need some results here today. Anyway, we followed that up with a 3-0 loss to clicked on Dantas's profile there. 3-0 loss against Darmstadt. Of course, they're in 3rd place at the moment. They're a good side. We still played with this sort of 5 at the back tactic, and we just got beat 3-0 at the end of the day. Everyone in the back line played terribly. Clayton played pretty bad as well. Had nothing up front. All we really had was a bit of a midfield, and that was it. It was only 2-0 up until the 95th minute. For some reason, we still really struggle with late goals. It's still a trend. It's still happening right now. Don't really know how to address that either. Anyway, we followed that up. I think we actually changed tactic again at this point. We've gone for it's essentially a 4-2-4 more or less, and I'll show you that here. As you can see, 2-1 victory over Kaiserslautern. Dantas with a penalty in the first half. They got a goal back, and then Jabali in the 86th minute getting us the winner there. But as you can see, so we got 4 at the back. The wing backs here are on attack. The centre backs are ball playing defenders. Both of our midfielders here, they're both defensive mids as defensive midfielders support. So it's a weird one. It is a Knapp tactic. I just wanted to try it out, see how it goes. Had pretty decent sort of testing that I saw, so I figured I may as well give it a crack, at least for the end of the season, because we do have a bit of security, and then we will reevaluate depending on how it goes, really. So yeah, Pavicic and Barry, or the 2 wingers in this tactic, both inside forwards. And I guess the theory is that it allows the wing backs to overlap. And then we have 2 advanced forwards, which it's strange, but I think it works. I think to myself, maybe have one as a deep lying forward on attack might be a better option, sort of to fill in this space a little bit, or maybe even have an attacking midfielder here and have them as a shadow striker, sort of offset with the striker. Could be a decent idea, but then you'd probably run into issues with these inside forwards. Anyway, it was a good win, good XG. We had 10 shots on target. I've noticed with this tactic, we do have a lot of shots, which is good. And you'll see recently, we haven't been too clinical, been an issue. Anyway, the next game, this was an away game, another victory though. A 4-3 victory over Karlsruhe. And as you can see, we're actually 2-0 down. So we did very well to come back into the game. Jabali scoring our first goal. Senhaji getting one back for us, bringing it to 2-2. Roll then got one back for them, making it sort of 3-2, giving them the lead. And then finally, it's happened to us pretty much all season, but we get 2 late goals to get the victory. 95th minute from Pavicic, and then he got a second goal there in the 96th minute as well. So very, very lucky to get the win there. I was super happy with the first goal, and then pretty much from the kickoff, we went down the other end, and he got a second goal as well. Over in the next game, as you can tell by this tactic, it's very attacking because we're conceding a lot of goals and we're scoring a lot of goals. It was a 4-3 loss in the Berlin Derby against Hertha. Very unfortunate. As you can see, we did try and come back, but we were 4 goals down. 3-0 down at halftime. They got another goal to make it 4-0. 13. So they had 14 shots with 13 shots on target. That is insane. Barry got a goal back for us. Mateus got a goal. And then Mateus again in the 94th minute. Nearly scraping a point there. But it wasn't to be. And unfortunately, the most recent game played was a 1-1 draw against Nuremberg. Very frustrating, this one, because, like I said, 17 shots. 17. Only 2 shots on target. Frustrating as all hell. As you can see, Gel getting on the score sheet. That was our first shot on target as well. I think it was like the 16th shot. Because we had like 14. Actually, it might have been the 14th. It was something ridiculous. Like we had 14 shots with none on target. And then we managed to score a goal. 76th minute. And then they got an equaliser in the 83rd from Naranjo. And I'm like, it's typical. It's another sort of, I mean, that one's not too bad because it's not actually too late. It's very frustrating. Anyway. One other thing to mention is I set up a transfer for Hendricks. He will be leaving the club. He's going to Zulte Waregem in Belgium. I'm probably butchering that pronunciation. But 950k up front, and then a potential of 1.2 mil overall. So an extra 200, what's that, 250? Yeah, 250k. Not terrible. Considering we got him for free, he's been here for 4 seasons. He's played really well. He played really well last season when called upon. It just doesn't have the pace. It just doesn't. It's not good enough at this level. It's perfectly fine. Sort of, 3 league level, the 3rd tier. But this level, especially with the formation we play at the moment. I mean, it says that he's an inside forward, but you need the pace. You just need the pace to be able to beat wing backs and full backs and defenders and stuff. So, yeah. Tried a few other sort of cheeky little free transfers in there as well. Just sort of trying to set up for next season and just get the best quality that we can. But yeah, let's get into the lineup for today's game. We are away to St. Pauli. This is pretty much a full strength team, except for the fact that Mira is going to play today. He's also not match fit, which is a bit frustrating. I did play Mbala there last game. He also didn't play too well. I'm starting to wonder if maybe he was the one shooting because he's still only got 5 finishing. So potentially. Anyway, I could go Hendricks, but Hendricks has been playing terribly in that inside forward position. So yeah, I don't really know. We're going to go with Mira anyway today, and hopefully build up some of his or at least try and get him a bit more comfortable in this position. He's right-footed, so it does sort of make sense that he would cut inside as an inside forward there. Anyway, the rest of the team got Charlotte right back. Naranjo, unfortunately, will partner Mateus. Prevel will be our left wing back. Senhaji and Dantas will be the defensive mids. Pavicic on the right, Mira on the left. Gel and Jabali up top. I've sort of stopped playing Perea. Yeah, I don't know. He's actually got like one of the highest offside rates in the league, and it's really just frustrating me. Again, the right wing back position is absolutely dreadful. Romero's currently 6.3 in his last 5 games, and then Charlo's a 6.56. So yeah, definitely a position I need to strengthen, as well as potentially this left inside forward role, depending on what we go with into next season, if this tactic is good enough after a bit of time. So far, I think so good. It's very attacking. Sometimes we don't concede many goals, and then other times, like the Hertha game and the game before that, they were both 4-3 victory and a loss. You know, we essentially conceded 7 goals in 2 games, which is ridiculous. But we also scored 7 in those 2 games as well. So it's a weird tactic. It is very like relentless attacking sort of thing over and over and over again. I assume it would do very, very well with better quality players. I just don't know if it works with the quality that we have at the moment. That's Smet. That's frustrating. The former player of ours. And they've got the breakthrough in the 23rd or 24th minute here. I find it interesting that a player like Smet is playing for St. Pauli and actually, you know, doing quite well for them. He's actually in midfield, defensive midfield. All right. Mateus has been playing well. Naranjo has not, on the other hand. At least with this tactic, we can play Mateus on the left-hand side because they're both ball-playing centre-backs. Got Prevel going forward here. The wing-backs are probably one of the reasons why we concede a lot. But that's a goal there for Pavicic. Very nice header. He is sort of a taller, stronger, you know, decent sort of forward, if that makes sense. It reminds me of like a... I'm trying to think, who does he remind me of? Maybe like a Muller from Bayern, or I guess like a Ramdeuter. Is that how you pronounce it? Similar to that. He reminds me like he can play on the wing and then cut inside and be very dangerous. I'll tell him I'm pleased. I'm not really that pleased. We also need to ease people off tackling because we're definitely going to pick up a red card here. And then again, Shiloh is just not playing too well. I'm starting to think that maybe I could play Mbala at right back because he is so good going forward. I think his tackling's like 7 or 8, something like that. It's very low, and the marking's probably worse. I don't know how it would go. Anyway, Jabali has got to finish that. That is such a good opportunity, and that was a massive error there from our former player. I'm going to bring Romero on into that right wing back position. He's improved so much. It's just his performances on the pitch haven't. And it's quite funny, but it's also quite comical at times, just how bad he still is. They've hit the post there. We are lucky to still be on level terms. All right, Gel, Samira, the young Colombian, Prevel. Still got his pace. Gel, leaves it. Pavicic. We've got to be more clinical. It's very frustrating. Because I feel like we're getting these good opportunities over and over and over again. All right, Dantas in midfield, Prevel. Yeah, it was out to Pavicic, but it's just not good enough. Romero now in the box. Goes himself. It's a good save by the keeper, but that's so frustrating. Easy pass across the box, and we put it in the back of the net. And their goalkeeper's going to get that all day long. Very frustrating. I'm starting to think we bring someone off the bench up front. We'll see how this highlight goes, I guess. Dantas goes all the way back to Naranjo. Tejas. Nice ball to Pavicic. Ooh, penalty ref. I don't know what just happened there. That was a bit weird. Perea on for Jabali. And we'll encourage him as well. Just don't feel like we're the more dangerous team at the moment, which happens a lot, especially at this period of a game. And then all of a sudden in the last, 10 to 15 minutes, not 15, after the 80th minute, we either get very tired or we just collapse and lose focus. I don't really know which one it is, but that's probably the reason why we concede a lot of goals late on. Or that happens, essentially. I don't even know how that happens, if I'm being perfectly honest. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, and it's super frustrating. And somehow we don't concede there. Hit the post off of our own player. That's a good save by Clayton. All right, St. Pauli is starting to come back into the game. Another save there from Clayton. Potentially might actually be our sort of highlight, although he pumps it long. Perea wins it though. Happy with that. And we got Mera. Can he cut inside? Goes for a cheeky pass. Oh, Perea. Why can we not finish now all of a sudden? I don't understand. We're getting into these opportunities, easily scoreable goals, and we're not scoring them. I just don't understand. Anyway, Gel loses a ball. We're doing so well to even be on level terms at the moment, but I want to win so badly at the moment. Romero to Dantas. And Haji, Gel. Out to Pavicic. Nice cross. Oh my god, what is that? It's terrible. It's actually terrible. The finishing at the moment. Same as last game. It was ridiculous. 17 shots and 2 on target. Anyway, Mera. Gel. Oh my god. Far out. Can we just put it in the back of the net? It's not that hard. Dantas with the corner this time. It's cleared away. Mera. Senhaji. Duarte's offside, surely. Yeah. That's frustrating. We should have scored. Our XG is 2.96. And this is where I start to get nervous. We clear it away, and we've actually got possession, which I love. Pavicic, he lays it back. Romero. Perea leaves it. I don't know if he left it or got tackled, but Pavicic. Perea, finish. Oh my god. Oh, we just can't do it. We cannot put that ball in the back of the net. All 3 of my strikers I've used today. Dreadful ratings. The goalkeeper's going to claim that. I know I'm getting frustrated, but this is actually like a pretty good result. A 1-1 draw with St. Pauli, who are in second place. I'm going to praise them for it. I don't want to praise the strikers if I'm being perfectly honest, but there we go. We're on 35. I mean, it gives everybody below us, well, not everybody, but I guess Dresden, Magdeburg, Hertha. Gives them room to get a victory and to move further ahead. Anyway, I'm going to skip forward the 14 days and I'll join you for the lineup against Fortuna Dusseldorf. All right, so let's get into the lineup. We've had to make a couple of changes. Actually, I think it's only the one change. Yeah, so Pettifers come in as you can see Naranjo picking up a suspension. Mbala also got injured between games. As a result, Barry's come back onto the bench. Probably look to play him a little bit as well. I don't really know what to do with Gel. It's a tough decision. I'm going to critique his form as well. Jabali's not playing great either, but he's probably been slightly better. Was sort of impressed with Mera last game, 7.1, so I'll give him another opportunity. He's only 19, so he does have a bit of potential. He's now up to unconvincing, so it's a sort of lighter orange there for the left inside forward role. Anyway, that's the lineup. Let's get into it. Pettifers, not match fit either, and then Mera as well. We're versing Fortuna Dusseldorf though, so I'm assuming it's a team that we should be beating. They're below us on the table. We're also at home. Not that really matters all that much when we're playing an attacking tactic like this. Thought about bringing Traore, the left wing back into the starting lineup today, but Prevel's average rating is actually better than his, so yeah, it's a weird one. Anyway, Pavicic coming forward. Oh, it's got to be a goal. Sen Haji, get in there, son. Off the kickoff, 30 seconds in the game, and he puts it in the back of the net. Clinical. Good shot. I love to see it. Sen Haji hasn't actually been playing too well either. And look at that, we're up into 8th. That looks all right. I would love to get the win here. Just to finish this episode off, a pretty impressive 1-1 draw in that first game against St. Pauli. And if we can top it off with a win here today against Dusseldorf, I think we'll be looking a little bit brighter going into the last sort of 6 or 7 games. So I think it might be 8. 7 or 8 games left after this one. Romero's on a yellow. I'm going to have to ease him off as well. He's 25 years old now, Romero. And he's still actually improving, which is crazy. All right, Dusseldorf, they're moving the ball pretty nicely at the moment. Yeah, so that's where we sort of come unstuck a little bit. We managed to deal with it, but it's the wing-back attack. You can see how it pushes up very high, and it allows the balls in behind to then get across for the other team. So just before halftime, I'm going to pause it real quick here and just ease him off tackles. It's not really easing him off, it's just taking off tackle harder. There's still a possibility of a red card, but just a bit less of a chance, or less of an increased chance is probably the best way of putting it. Anyway, we deal with that as well. And we might be coming forward here. Mera to Gel. It's only the 2 of them up top, and that's a poor pass by Gel. Gel's been disappointing of late. All right, Jabali dropping deep, which is strange for an advanced forward, but anyway. Ravel beats his man. Pretty terrible cross. Jabali, though. It's a good cross. No one getting on the end of it. That's frustrating. When you've got a second striker there in Gel, he should literally be making that run across the box. I don't know if that was an actual cross or a shot. That was terrible. But a very good opportunity to get a second goal there. Anyway, that's going to be half-time. We do look good, though. We look good. Although it's very even. Very even. All right. Very loud car just went past. All right, they're in our box. We do manage to sort of clear it away. They're going to get another opportunity to cross it in, though. Oh, that was a good cross. Under the pump right here. And luckily for us, that shot just goes wide. Might take Gel off today. Yeah, I'm going to take him off. Korea's going to come in. He'll play on that side. And I think, unfortunately for Mira, didn't play too well today, so I'll make a double change. 60 minutes in. I mean, Pavicic is pretty fatigued out there as well. We'll just wait and we'll see how things go. I might take him off, but he's on a 7.4, so I'd rather not. Prevel, not playing too well either at the moment, 6.5. Traore might be the option there. Again, we're 70 minutes in, and I'm just trying to make sure that we don't concede. And I mean, even if we do concede, hopefully we just get a second goal here to, yeah. See right there, that's a problem. That's a big problem. And Romero, he's just not strong enough. He's just getting shrugged off the ball. Somehow we deal with it though. And Dantas with the most dramatic header I've ever seen. That was a deflected shot. Offside? Please be offside, because that was a really good save by Clayton. Deflected shot. I think it's awarded. Yeah. Damn it! Come on, boys. We've looked way better than this other team today. And they're on the counter-attack again. It's part of the problem. Part of the problem. Playing attacking. They're absolutely decimated on the counter-attack. We're really not playing well. Again, Jabali, 6.3. You got Perea, 6.5, just off the bench. Gel, 6.4. It's like, I don't know, what do I do at this point? All right, we're on the break, luckily. Although we lose it, Barry gets it back. Takes it completely wide. Gets a cross in, and we get an own goal. Our strikers can't even score it. It has to be their defender putting it in the back of his net. Luckily for us, 2-2. And we literally didn't get any XG from that either. All right. Going to make a final sub here. Traore on for Prevel. And there's another highlight. 91st minute. Pettifer, we've got a free kick. Looks like he's time wasting a little bit. Plays it out to Traore. To Barry. Oh, cheeky little pass. Please be onside. Jabali puts it in the back of the net. Might have been offside fractionally. If it was Perea, I would think offside, but Jabali? Get in there. Did we actually steal this game away? I think we actually stole the game. We get the 3-2 victory. Wow. I went from very sad to very happy in the space of about 3 minutes, if that. We didn't lose this episode. It's a goddamn miracle. Yes. I'm actually happy. That's very surprising. And Jabali finished the game with a 7.6 match rating. Man of the match. It was on a 6.3 prior to that goal. That's ridiculous, but anyway. And that leaves us in 8th position. So there we go. We are above where I sort of expected us to be. Well, I mean, we're pretty much where I wanted to be and expected. us to be this season. And if you look at the remaining fixtures we've got here, they're all winnable games, except for maybe Hamburg. That's the only game I can see us sort of definitely losing, if that makes sense. Everything else, Elversberg, Magdeburg, Gruther, Firth, Holstein, Kiel, and Paderborn, those last 2 games, both winnable. I mean, Kiel, they're doing well. They're in 5th, but yeah, I don't know. It's a decent run-in. And we're actually in, semi-good form? 1-1 draw against Nuremberg, 1-1 draw against St. Pauli, and a 3-2 victory against Dusseldorf. And we've only had 1 loss in the last 6. So I think this tactic, it's working. It's working. I think with better players, it would actually work a lot better and definitely be more dominant. Didn't like the fact that we just conceded 2 goals in that one, but again, it's such an attacking, relentlessly attacking tactic that we're going to concede, especially with the quality of defenders and goalkeeper that we have. It's inevitable as long as we can score more goals than your opponent. Bit of advice there. That's how you win. Anyway, yeah, smash a like on the video if you enjoyed this episode, guys. It's nice to actually get some decent results here. The last 2 episodes were rough. So I'm pleasantly surprised with this episode. Yeah, subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. And apart from that, as always, take it easy and goodbye.